people have no idea all the organizations, all the groups, all the people that are out there that are promoting some of the stupidest, most insanely diabolical and globalist things in the world. And these groups are all over the world, and they're meeting all the time.
Yeah, a lot of people have a very, how do I say this, a narrow view of what globalism means.
The individual organizations that all feed into this behemoth, we're talking in the tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands. I mean, the organizations are almost limitless.
I'm watching America's, and not just American, but people who are upholding liberty around the world going, oh, we've got a guy in power. We can sit back and we've won. I can't tell you, Dan, how many times I've seen that, even in the last few days.
I know.
We've won. I'm like, you have no clue.
No, you haven't even started the battle. People have no idea how much of U.S. aid goes into NGOs, into all these UN agencies. I mean, we are talking literally tens and tens and tens of billions of dollars that end up funding the things that are killing this country.
Right.
It's like we're providing all the bullets to shoot ourselves in the head.
It is an industry. It has organizations attached to it. It has agendas. It has budgets. Budgets are very important because everybody wants to make sure their budgets are met. And everybody feeds into each other, and it becomes an industry in its own right. Musk's worldview and his spiritual interpretation ended up coming forward. Whether we get to Mars or not, that's not really the point. We're creating an overview effect, and that overview effect will change the consciousness of our planet and move us towards seeing the world as one. And that Elon Musk's perspective is cosmic futurism, that we will evolve, that we will become technologically more advanced, and by pollinating the cosmos, so to speak, we become kind of masters of our own destiny, and we are literally shaping cosmic evolution. And so I'm sitting there, Dan, going, my goodness. I mean, there's a worldview that's underlying. There is a belief system that's going to impact policy, and then that ends up impacting culture as well. This concept of cosmism. And cosmism is that man can, through our science and our technology, wedding that with our theology, marrying that into esoteric philosophy, that we can take and populate the cosmos, that we can now become cosmic beings. We will grab hold of our future. We may even be able to resurrect the dead using quantum archaeology. And all of this feeds into today's transhumanist movement. In fact, you almost can't be a transhumanist without being a cosmist. That's really what that's all about. And this lands us right back in the lap of Elon Musk, who is a cosmic futurist. There's an underlying worldview and a vision of what the future will be that cannot be ignored. And you're like, does this fit with the current administration's thinking? Don't forget, what you set up now will be used in the future in ways that you have not even considered.
No idea. Mm-hmm. And frankly, our traditional Christian system of belief has no place in that.
Right. It doesn't fit. It doesn't fit because we don't view our future as being shaped, fashioned by our own hands. We see our future being shaped, fashioned, and directed by the hands of Jesus Christ himself, which is very, very different. We always run into very dangerous games whenever we play games of God, because we end up having, while we may have grand visions of what the world should look like, and we think that, well, as long as it's for freedom, then all of a sudden it all ends up being used against us at some point in time. So we have to be very cognitive of what we're endorsing and what we're moving towards. We can rule the world, but we'll do it in the name of freedom. And I'm going, no, don't rule your neighbors. Don't try to rule your neighbors, because that's not freedom.
And again, Carl, the supposition of all this wonderful critical thinking of all these intellectuals that come up with these genius ideas are that man can make the quality of decisions, that we should be the ones guiding all of everything that happens in the world. That presupposition leaves God completely out of the picture. And frankly, the more you put us in charge of anybody else, the more likely we'll turn that into a tyranny.
While they say that they want to manage and direct the course of developing this ecological zone, they don't actually tell you how it's going to impact you. That's wide open.
They don't want to tell you, because
bingo,
it's
Dan,
going to take away all of your rights. They always couch it that we want local participation. No, they don't.
No.
They want the appearance that local, let's say they want the appearance that the locals approve of all these crazy ideas. But the fact is, if you look at any of these regional, local, whatever councils, none of them are elected officials, or if they are elected, it's only a handful that they put in just for show.
Use your voice. Use your voice at the local level. Use your voice at your state, or in my case, a provincial level. But use your voice. Bring it out.